Good morning and welcome back to the Netball Show. This week's games are being played later on today. A couple of interesting games coming up. Bannockburn hosting Inverleigh out of Bannockburn. Flick, what do you think there?
Oh, I think it's quite close. Bannockburn Inverleigh is always like I don't know if I'd call it a grudge match, but always a good game. They're very, very close in, where they're actually situated.
Geographically, yes.
Yeah, and they're very, about the same kind of level at this stage. They do promote their juniors a lot, so I'd hope to see, I haven't seen Bannockburn play there this year yet, but I would think that they'd be pushing through a lot of their juniors into the A grade, so the match-up between them and Inverleigh should be pretty similar.
I was actually talking to Deb Barclay last week because as they played us, and yeah, you have to really take your hats off to those teams out of the general Geelong area, out into the country, because it's really hard to get the teams together, to get quality girls to come to the club. Winchelsea is one of the rare exceptions where they're probably further than anyone from any sort of known civilization, and but they're lucky they've got Jason Woolley out there, and he's managed to drag some girls from Melbourne to prop up the club there. But yeah, Bannockburn and Inverleigh, both of them struggle from year to year to get players. I think Inverleigh, though, with Mandy Lima out there, has done a really good job, and especially picking up Amy Dervisowski from East Geelong last year has strengthened their A grade side. I did hear a rumour on the weekend actually that a former GFL grand finalist from North Shore, Rachel Baker, is out at Inverleigh at the moment, also just started out there, playing I think C grade, and Mandy might be looking at putting her into the A grade side at a later date. So we'll just see what happens there. Second game, North Geelong playing against East Geelong, hosting East Geelong. Should be an interesting game. What do you think, Terry?
Obviously, I would assume they'd have North Geelong would have Lauren Birch back next week. That'll strengthen them up a little. I can only read by the score lines of both sides. The game that you guys had against East Geelong had against Winchelsea, 8 goals. I'm trying to read into that. Really tough to pick. I'm going to go East Geelong, and I'll go East Geelong by...
Because if you don't, I'll smack you. Yeah, anyway, keep going.
I'll go East Geelong at the end of the day. I'll around the 10 goal mark.
Okay. Flick, what do you think?
I think East Geelong this year are the underdog, and I really hope that they can continue with the progress that they've made so far. I think as a team, East Geelong come onto the court a lot more together, under you as a coach. I don't know what you're like as a coach, but but I think that will start.
I'm great. Just ask me.
I think that'll start to show on the court, and as the year progresses. So people like North Geelong should be quite wary that East are just going to keep going for it.
Yeah.
Back each other all the way.
Look, one player I have to give a bit of credit to down at East Geelong, and she's just come back to the club this year after playing in the Ballerine League, is Rebecca Ma, former league best and fairest, and actually runner-up a couple of times also. And she really does provide a lot of on-court leadership, and she really gets the girls going, and just her play herself, it's just, I have to take my hat off to her, because she really does put her body on the line week in and week out, and she of course plays centre, and she's a driving force through that centre court there, so she is instrumental also in what happens on the court.
I would totally agree, especially when playing, you're very good in the centre court there. So
yeah. Of course, the next game round, the game of the day, Werribee Central's hosting Bellpost Hill. Terry, I know we spoke about it before, but are the girls ready for a bit later on this afternoon?
They are ready. They're itching to get out there. They're chomping at the bit. This is testing time for us. I believe that in the history of the GDFL, we've never beaten Werribee in the A grade. If that's the case, we're chomping at the bit to get out on the court and see what we're made of at this point in time. They beat us by 25 goals last year. Yeah, we have recruited reasonably well. Just can't wait to get there, but
yeah,
Did you only play them once last year?
Look, we had a very, very favourable draw last year. When you look right into it, we played Werribee only the once, we played Winchelsea only once, and we had Thompson twice. But this year, we've got the Werribee twice, which is great. Winchelsea twice, which is great. Thompson we got twice, but they're not the same group as what they were. So, yeah, we had a very favourable draw last year, but we got 2 cracks at it this year, which is going to be a benefit if we're going to be any form of a contender for the flag.
That's right.
All right, look, and like I said earlier, I think where we are missing a couple of girls today. They've gone up to Bendigo to this music festival, and I know Terry would rather love to play with the full team, but yeah, we'll see what happens later on this afternoon. Of course, you play them again later in the season in round 15.
I don't think this will have the large scores that we've been seeing on the Werribee and Belpost Hill sides, like games, 70, 80 goals, the massive amounts of goals. So I think this will be 80 for the whole game, I would think.
Look, it's going to be a great game, and Belpost Hill have been playing well, Werribee have been playing well, so it's going to be humdinger of a game.
It'll be fast and furious sort of game, and you'd expect that. I'm hoping it's a free-flowing game. I'm hoping there's not a lot of whistle in the game. I hope it's been able to be played, and let's get into it. It'll be great.
Yeah.
All right, next game, Thompson hosting Belmont at home. Flick, how's Thompson going?
I think Belmont will come away with a win for this one, and then they'll feel good from that. A good start for the season. We'll meet Thompson twice, so it'll be good for their percentage scores as well. Thompson this year, I just don't think are going to get across the line at all. Yeah,
well, Belmont having their first round win against Bannockburn at the start of the season. If they can come away with a win today, they'll be 2-4. So I'm sure they'll be happy with that. The next game, Winchelsea hosting Corio. Now that is another great game for today, Terry. What do you think there?
I think Corio would be looking forward to this game because they want to be tested as well. I know that actually spoke to Sonia Harris before the West game, and she said that they were in a development stage at their club, and they did get off to a cracking start, which sent out signals of watch out for Corio, but she said we're definitely in the development part, and after watching the game, you could see that. By no means do I believe they would be out of the game against Winchelsea, pending the day. But look, we're at Winchelsea to win this one, but I'm really interested to see how Thompson approach it.
Corio.
Oh, Corio, sorry.
I think we will possibly be a couple of players short this week.
Corio will win.
All right, look.
Meaning Amy Worth, so one of our main defenders.
All right, look quickly on the last game. Anarchy hosting Geelong West. Flick, last thoughts on that?
Good game, close match.
What do you think? Anarchy, Geelong West?
I'd like to see West, but I think Anarchy will get up and over.
All right.
I'm going West.
Going West. Terry's going West. All right, look, and that's all we've got for this morning. Uncle Dick and the boys will be in very shortly to do the football show. All the best this afternoon to everyone playing netball, and we'll catch up with everyone next week.